Captains and coaches are going to midfield.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you live here from Hillside tonight, where the York Dukes are finishing their regular season taking on the Proviso West Panthers here at Proviso. This is Proviso's senior night tonight. Luca DeSanto, along with me, is John Finucane. John, this is the last regular season game for both these teams, so tell us a bit about this matchup.
Yeah, what I have researched over these past couple days for both teams ending their season off, both also coming off a loss. York came off a loss last week, 24-7 from Lions. Lions goes undefeated now, wins conference title. Proviso coming off a loss to Glenbard West, 51-0. They are 2-6 and 0-5 in conference. Not impressive from this team, but both coming off a loss. Really a lot to prove. York doesn't want to end off on just another loss, and they want to really prove that they are a conference title team. Bruno Massel had not that impressive of a game last week. Kind of was a little sad for him. 50% completion, threw for 38 yards, 2 interceptions, and another pass of 112 yards. Fitton Helm, 3 receptions, 40 yards, 13.3 yards per reps, and Simon, 3 reps again. And only points scored was from a pick 6 from Jimmy Connors. Not really an impressive game. And I think York really wants to prove themselves in this game that they are still the York Dukes that we want going into playoffs soon.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a rebound game coming off that loss against Lions Township, like you said. Jimmy Connors, however, will be sitting tonight, so that means that Henry Duda will be starting at running back. We may see a lot of limited action as the Dukes are looking to rest everyone up for playoffs, as you can see. Backup quarterback Adam Yu warming up right now, along with George Redfern.
Yeah, Adam Yu had a very impressive game when Bruno Massel went down with an arm injury. Believe it was against the GGN game. Had a great start to his game. Was not even warm. Went in and really had a connection with the receivers. Even though it wasn't just like practice, he didn't probably practice with those receivers, and he made great connections, great plays. I believe almost had a touchdown there, but it was eventually they just couldn't convert on downs.
Of senior football players.
So with that, we will step aside here from Hillside. Don't go anywhere. Game to you coming in 7 minutes.
At this time.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time right now, the senior night presentations for Proviso West are going on, so this will be a longer delay as there were complications with warm-ups. So we have 5 minutes left to warm-ups, including this senior night presentation. So we will be joining you in a bit longer amount of time than we expected. Thank you.
Malik Lurie.
And with that national anthem out of the way, friends, we are good to go here after senior presentations here in Hillside. And Dukes will intend to kick here, so Proviso West will receive. Brennan Kennedy set to kick off for the Dukes.
Yeah, honestly, with the start of this game, a lot to prove from York. Like I talked about before this, really don't want to end off with another loss.
This evening,
and
you are
especially
welcome to Proviso West
Proviso.
High School.
Really kind
Our
of
superintendents are Alex
trying to prove
Ashaw
something
and
here.
Luke Pavone.
Coming into the playoffs
The
soon,
Proviso
they're
West
gonna
principal is
figure out who
Elizabeth
they're gonna
Martinez.
place like in a week.
Our athletic director
And
is Lamont Bryant.
This is going to prove to
The
everybody that
athletic
they can
secretary
make it
is
far
Daphne
still with 2
Walker.
losses. Had 1 loss
And
last year, had 0 losses 2 years
our
ago,
trainer
and it's really something
is Ayana
that they're going to have to
And
fix
we
coming out of here.
wish
No doubt, no doubt.
Ayana
This game can
Cole
decide
the
seeding
very
and
best
whether or not you'll be
as she
playing at
takes
home
leave
for round 1 of playoffs too. So this is extremely crucial to take this win.
for the next couple of months. Best wishes and health to Ayana Cole.
Seems to be some confusion here. But nonetheless,
Don't know
Kennedy
what's
won't kick off. Refs seem to be trying to communicate with the Proviso West coaching staff here. Not completely sure on what, but a Proviso West.
Oh, they don't have any.
They don't have chains. Okay, so bringing out the chain gang right now.
Yeah, no chains.
Jack Ossendorf offering a high five.
Love Jack Ossendorf.
Well, you gotta love the energy.
He's a great character. Have him in my physics class. He's a great character. He brings it from Monday to Friday on game day.
Great, yeah, absolutely great track teammate. Even better
classmate than he is a player.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, it's costume theme over here for Proviso West. York's theme is costumes. I'm a police officer.
Just a humble OKC Thunder fan, of course.
Yeah, nobody here is
Nothing really identified.
Nobody here is participating other than me. So
Kennedy on the kickoff here. This one is going to go far back, shy of the 5. And Proviso West will be brought down immediately at the 10. So Proviso West offense will
The Proviso West
come
will
on
take
now.
over first down at their own 15-yard line.
Sorry about that brief pause getting roster sheets all set up.
Elijah Booth, Proviso West quarterback here, will be setting the first snap here. Booth is just going to hand this one off.
So he's going to be taken down even farther. Something we like to recognize here for everybody, a lot of the starters not in, not a lot of recognizable numbers coming out. You know,
No gain on that
I only recognize some of these guys just from playing football,
And
but
10 yards
there's
to go
nobody
for the
that we
Panthers.
really know out here. Looks like they're resting everybody for playoffs in a week.
Yeah, no sight of the usual defensive line you will see. Jimmy Connors not out there either on defense, but Eddie Sika is still out there in the backfield. Booth hands this one off again. And this is going to yet again be no gain. Booth sends him back even more. Make that a second down in
Loss of
16.
maybe 4 yards.
Excuse me, second down in 14.
Looks like we
3
might start
yards.
off with a
2
safety
yards.
first points on the board, honestly.
Third down and 12 yards.
And
to
that'd
go
be a
for
great way to
Proviso
start
West.
for the Dukes, forcing a safety immediately.
Yeah, something. Looks like there's not a lot of energy coming out from this Proviso offense. They're trying to get stuff going, but the York defense is really stopping them, holding them back there.
Already seen surprised by the intensity that the Dukes are coming in with. The Dukes don't even look awake yet, John.
Yeah, it looks like they're no real big stuff coming out of them. Just kind of thinking. Looks like a lot of blitzing happening too.
There's another one as Proviso West running back will be brought down again for a loss of 3. Make that a 4th and 15 now.
Yeah,
Excuse me, 4th and 19.
4th and 19. Yeah, really something that they don't
4th
want
down,
happening.
19
It's
yards
on
to
the
go
7-yard
for
line.
the Panthers.
And they're honestly just they're struggling out there. Gonna might be able to force a safety. Looks like they're gonna punt it, or not really gonna be a lot. And what I've recognized from the play action of York is a lot of blitzing, a lot of blitz. So that's probably something we're gonna expect the whole game long, just blitzing.
So Proviso West set to punt here. This one
Kick is blocked.
Wow, blocked way short, and that's gonna put the Dukes on the board already.
Yeah.
Make that 7-0. Already bringing it back right into the end zone.
Yeah, that's honestly, I'm shocked right now. I don't think I've ever seen that happen.
Unorthodox, absolutely. That's just sinking in for me. Wow.
Yeah. That's why it's really quiet over here for us. Honestly, just you get the safety, then you fall on the ball to get the touchdown. You're now up by 6. They're gonna probably go for 1. They're not gonna go for 2. I'd feel bad if they went for 2, but that was just it. The defenders were all over it. They really just were able to fall on top of the ball. It looks like they were almost right in front of the kicker. That's how quick the whole thing happened.
Brennen Kennedy back out here, this time for the extra point.
Now, if this is blocked, that's going to be something completely different.
But it won't be, and it is up and good. Put the Dukes on the board, 7-0 in a record.
York 7, Proviso West 0.
35 seconds, excuse me. Yes, 2 minutes and 35 seconds.
Is this the fastest scoring we've had all season?
Maybe not the fastest scoring, but definitely the quickest turnover. I mean, Proviso West started with the ball, so
yeah,
that was a 0-second drive there.
Yeah, almost like the flip of the coin really didn't matter to either team. It's just like they knew they were going to get that ball sooner or later, and they made it sooner. Really made it sooner. Looks like they're going to kick it. I'm still in shock seeing that. Really going to be watching over that later. You get the safety and you fall on the ball to get the touchdown. Put up 7 points. It's already 9 minutes 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Really that's more of a message to this this defense this offense that they're going to be coming at them all game long, and they're not going to let up any mercy. Doesn't matter what what's today. Doesn't matter about senior night.
Kennedy kicks off again.
It's going to look like a touchback.
And we will be going to
Kick
the
one into the end
25-yard
zone
line.
for a touchback.
With that, we will quickly step aside. You are watching York Sports Network.
Stepping back now.
First down at their
Defense
20-yard line.
Defense back out again. Looks like they're not even tired. Looks like they got a little bit of water in them coming off that kick and really just back out there. A lot of fast-paced game. And they're now starting from the 25, or the 20, 20, since that touchback happened where in that before snap they actually try to run it down.
Proviso West is going to look to throw here, intended for Malik, but will be quickly
Incomplete.
broken
Forward
up by the
pass.
Dukes.
Brings up second down.
Yeah, that was just the quarterback was under center. Booth was under center. Didn't really have a lot of room to run after that blitz. I think he's going to probably, for beneficial reasons, I think it would be better if he went just straight to shotgun instead of being under center. That's really something he's going to have to change. If that's what he's practicing at under center, it's not going to help him in this game. We've seen blitzing all game long from York.
Timeout called here by Proviso West, so we will step aside again. back here again. Proviso West attacking.
Yeah, came off that timeout. Looks like he took my advice, came out from the shotgun instead of being under center.
Proviso West dropping back, looking deep. And that one is just through the hands of Ossendorf. He is not able to get there. A flag is thrown on the field. We will see what that is for.
Yeah. Honestly, the second he dropped down, he was like, how did I let that out? Looks like it's going to be on the defense.
Penalty is on York.
Not really sure what that penalty was. Could be holding. There's been a lot of holding calls on both the defensive and offense from this whole season, so wouldn't be surprised about that. Don't really see anything major that happened. No roughing of the passer, no...
Penalty results in a Proviso West first down.
So,
at the
fresh set of downs here
line.
after that holding call. 1st and 10.
Yeah, let's... we could probably... Well, something that I'd also like to talk about is the size comparison. Look at, you got JV and varsity players on the York sideline, and you just got like a classroom full of guys on Proviso's side. Not... Looks like one whole defense, couple backups maybe, and one whole offense, maybe also a couple backups. Not a lot you can really do, interchange players, when York's got a whole school full of different options they could pick through.
Absolutely. We'll see if the Dukes try and blitz on this one again. Stacked backfield. This was going to be another handoff, and it is going to be a quick tackle there.
Yeah. Looks like they're kind of coming off the blitzing. Maybe they felt a little
that run
bad.
Picked up a yard.
Or maybe they're also just trying to
Second
keep
down,
their players
9 yards
down.
to go for the Panthers.
Because that second down throw they had. Looks like it's going to be a gain of 1 yard. But
that was Joe Reef and Jack Ossendorf collaborating on that tackle there.
Yeah, that's a great compound of linebackers back there. Ossendorf, his brother was a great player, and he is also a great player. And you got Joe Reef, an absolute tower of a kid out there. Them two together can take down a whole line by themselves.
That is going to be a quick sack. Ball came loose. Are they going to say he was down before? Yes, they are.
They are. God, that pocket fell really, really quickly.
Yeah, that was just very quick. The Dukes have been able to pressure so well so far.
I think they're arguing about it because I'm not seeing any player changes. I'm thinking it's going to be York's ball.
They're going to say ball came out. So the offense will take field here for the first time for the Dukes with 8 minutes left here in the first quarter. Bruno Massel will still be starting at quarterback, but remember, Jimmy Connors resting for playoffs tonight. So
take over. First down.
Interesting pick, resting Connors and not both the running back and the quarterback. Receivers, I kind of get that because you still want a chance because we have 3 great wide receivers out there, but not resting Bruno when you have an amazing backup quarterback is kind of a little questionable. Hopefully he doesn't get hurt out there.
Massel hands this one off to Duda. Duda going right. That's going to be an easy first down, and he gets some more. Yeah. Flag thrown.
There are penalty flags on the field.
Let's see what exactly that was for.
Looks like Whitecap is going to come out, really explain to him. Looks like a little bit of a bickering back and forth with York and the refs. Maybe they're thinking it's, instead of Proviso versus York, it's refs versus York.
Perhaps.
You know, they've gotten 2 flags already. Oh, it's going to be against. They're going to decline the penalty.
Against Proviso West, yeah, so that's just going to put
penalty on
them
Proviso
right where
West
Duda got them.
The result of the play is a first down for York.
Yeah, I think the reason they declined it was they want to throw it in. I think the wide receivers, they're reading their corners now, getting a little bit of a feel. I think we're going to see a lot more throwing coming out.
Massel gives it back to Duda again. Duda's going to run up the middle this time. And that looks like it's going to be just short of a first down. Looks like a 7-yard gain there. And, I mean, we talked about it time and time again. But the explosiveness of Henry Duda is just such a great power for this team.
Oh, yeah. There's nothing like when you have a kid like Duda next to your quarterback, you know you can run it.
Massel gives this one to Kadowski instead, and he's going to run that in for an easy touchdown. make that a 13-0 ball game. Great job there. Good
Touchdown,
vision there from
York.
Massel. And an even better catch from Kadowski there.
Yeah, puts York in double digits very early in this game. It's strong lead coming out. Going to be another kick. Honestly, very, very impressed from Massel coming out, making that long throw. When he had not that much of a very impressive game from Lions.
Kennedy on the extra point, and that one is good again. Make that
extra point is
14-0.
good.
Proviso West will be taking the field on offense
York 14,
again.
Proviso West
Don't go
nil.
anywhere. You're watching York Sports Network. Back here, Kennedy getting even more action now here on the punt, and he's just going to boot this one way away to the 7-yard line.
Great caught.
And Malik is brought down at the 15-yard line. If you can hear that, folks, very similar to our atmosphere at Clarence East Field, a train coming by just north
The kickoff
of
is run back to the 25-yard
York
line.
Proviso West end zone.
Where Proviso
Yeah,
West will
it's
take
great
over
environment
first
to
down.
look at. Really,
Same rail line as York's, too. Same rail line.
if you were near Clarence to East Field, you probably heard that train a couple of minutes earlier. Now you hear it here. Something I'd like to touch on. This is the past 3 offensive snaps from Proviso have been two punts caught, and one was a touchback, and this is probably the farthest they've gone out all game on the 25-yard line. Stopped really quickly, but they got pretty far out. Something they're going to be very proud of coming out right now, this huddle.
Booth dropping back. He's just going to give it to Malik again, and Malik's going to be brought down quickly for no gain.
There was a loss on
Yeah.
the play.
Loss
We have
of
second down,
about
and 11 yards to go.
1
for
yard,
the
though.
Panthers.
Not bad, but something they're definitely going to have to really hone in. They've been seeing a lot of that kind of drop back, short pass. We've seen a lot of that coming out. Maybe they're going to try to turn the engines on, get the afterburners going, try to get some deep passes, because York's not really letting up a lot. They're seeing blitz after blitz. And Booth, I don't really know. I don't know if he's got an arm or not. Really haven't been tracking him. It's kind of hard to track Proviso. Not really on any social medias for football.
Booth is just going to hand this one off. Back goes to the right, and that's going to be a quick down there.
Yeah, extremely quick.
Looks like a flag was thrown, yeah.
Loss on the play brings up third down and 15 yards. Oh, there's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, the announcer is just as surprised as us. I don't know if you heard it, but we didn't even know. Looks okay.
Penalty on York.
It looks like it's just going to be back at 1st and 10
Yeah.
for the Panthers again.
Looks like they haven't switched it, though. I think it's going to be 3rd and... oh, yeah, they're going to go back to 1st and 10. No? kind of confused looking at the scoreboard, not seeing any numbers change, but yeah, they're going to come out of that
Brings
huddle.
up 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Looks like they just loaded the offensive line here. They're going to run it.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at how explosive that was. Look at how quick that was.
That was a fumble, but it was recovered.
Quick recovery there. Good hands there. That could have been very, very costly.
Yeah, honestly, really costly.
Loss of a yard.
Nothing good has come out of this field position for Proviso, and I really think they understand that. And they don't want more loss of yards. They were glad to have that penalty against York to give them that first down again, but they really need to be able to make that play to get them down the field.
So a 4th and 12 here, and it looks like Proviso West is still going to go for it.
Looks like they're also going to run man coverage and a blitz.
Yeah, this is a...
This could be a deep throw.
Yeah.
We're going to see Booth's arm out here. Set.
And that's going to be a catch and some
more.
more.
Are they going to stop him?
On the first down and more. Tackled by Jack Ossendorf.
What a completed
And that is going to
pass.
be a huge gain there, but it did look like Malik went down after that.
Yeah, almost looks like he looks like he was ready for that pass. Something that has worked for him before, I bet, and hopefully he's all right.
So the trainers will go check on him. Hopefully he is okay. With that, we will step aside. You are watching York Sports Network.
Coming off the field.
So Malik seems to be okay for Proviso West. So the game will continue. They will check on him on the sideline for further examination, though, so they will be without him for this drive. But what an impressive play there. Great throw from Booth. A great grab there from Kendall Barnes for Proviso West. And now Proviso West has some momentum to go off of here.
Yeah, that was a great gain for him. Got him past the 50-yard line. Could be first score. But I think York is going to try to deny that, keep him there, more blitzes.
Booth dropping back. He's going to try and throw that one, and instead...
It's going to be a flag. Could be a roughing the passer call. Looks like he still had the ball in his hand when he was taken
Penalty
down.
flag on the play.
Duke got right under Booth's armpit, just went right under his arm.
Took him right down.
Yeah. The flag is on Proviso West. No. Yes, it will be on Proviso West to hold. That penalty is declined, though. No, they will accept it. Let's make that a 1st and 15 now for Proviso West.
Yeah, Huddle's really stepping back. Don't want to have them hear the play, I guess. But honestly, I'd love to see another pass by them. That was really impressive to see. I believe it was number 9. Just running it. 17, Booth airs it out. It's intercepted.
Yeah. Great pick there from the Dukes. And that is a momentum booster for sure.
Looks like there was a flag on the play, though. Declined.
Yeah, it was on Proviso West there. But a great pick there from Mikey McNamara. McNamara usually not getting many snaps, but that's a great reason to have him on right now.
Yeah. We had a couple explosive plays by him in the past that really changed the effort of the game. He's honestly a great playmaker and just that really staples that name on him.
Massel back out for the Dukes. Signals Duda. Duda's going to take this one on the sweep right, and he's going for more. And he's not going to be stopped. He's going to try and take it all the way to the 10, to the 5, and gone.
Touchdown.
Another one for the Dukes.
You know, talking about Mikey as a playmaker, and you see Duda as a playmaker also. That was a great run by him, and that wasn't stopped. I think we've seen that by him all season long, too. Just not being able to be stopped by any defense. And a lot of defensive has not had answers for him.
Another explosive play there for the Dukes. Let's make it 20-0 now. Brennan Kennedy again on the extra point. He would try and go 3 for 3 here already in the first quarter. 3 minutes, 25 seconds remain. Kennedy's kick is up and good.
Conversion
Make that a 21-0 game.
21,
Proviso West is going to try and respond here. Don't go anywhere. You're watching York Sports Network. We welcome you back here from Hillside as the Dukes are on a roll here in the first quarter, 21-0 with 3 minutes, 25 seconds to go here. Kennedy to kick off for the Dukes. 2 in the backfield for Proviso West. Malik will come down with this one. He's going to try and return for some more. Dodges 2 defenders. Look at him hopping through. And he's going to be brought down at the 25.
You know, once you see players go up in the air like he does, it's kind of hard to see them come back down unless it's being tackled. He really made that play efficient and was able to basically hop over a lot of those tackles, made it farther.
Yeah, that hesitation from him was great. It's not that he's going crazy fast. It's just that he explodes for a second, slows it down, gets a quick hurdle, and then accelerates again.
Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself. It was kind of hard to see that York wouldn't have tackled him right there, even when he had that kind of slow, explosive. When York is really kind of tiled into more explosive offenses on those runs.
Proviso West is going to try and get this going again. New quarterback here. Drops back, almost lost it. Bad snap there, and he loses the ball, but it is recovered by the Panthers, and that is not how you want to start your night.
You know, something that I don't think anybody else would realize, but it looks like one of the linemen did pick it up. What you realize after that is the lineman was already flipped around. Looks like his defender beat him off the snap, and the defender was already able to get past him, so that's why he was turned around. That's something that you don't want to realize.
Thankfully, Proviso West does recover the ball, but still costly as that leaves them at a 2nd and 20, John.
Yeah, just not great field position.
They have not been able to, well, they have, I should say that. They have crossed the 50-yard line, but in 3 of 4 drives, they have yet to be able to.
Not efficiently, at least.
Proviso West on the handoff. And that is going to be Just a quick gain there. Whole pack of Dukes swarming the Panthers. So make that a third and 18.
Shaves off 2 yards of this 3rd and long, very long. Hopefully we see another pass that we saw from, I believe it was Malik,
about 4 yards.
when he got up to the 50-yard line. Hopefully we
16
see that
yards to
again,
go.
turn on the afterburners, be able to get a little bit more than just to the 50-yard line. Somebody's hand warmer just came off and loose. Throwing it to the refs. He's going to stuck it into the pocket.
Proviso West on the snap again, dropping back. Off the bad snap, he's going to accelerate, try and gets a gain of yard. That looks like nothing there, if not a loss.
Looks like Ossendorf tried to make that tackle, went just kind of referred to what his training is. Roll, you want to wrap up and roll, and he missed it because that quarterback just turned on the afterburners, ran past.
About 5 yards.
Going to get about 5 yards off that.
We'll bring up
You're talking about Ossendorf there. The quickness of
11
him,
yards to
able to
go
respond on
for
any
Proviso
end of the
West.
field is so important for the Dukes, and that is exactly why they have him out in the backfield all the time. It does not matter where you put him. He is so versatile. He's able to get to any receiver.
Yeah,
or
he
back.
also read that line and was able to run through it. And if he ran through it a little earlier, he could have gotten that sack, but he was able to run it up.
Proviso West dropping back again on the another bad snap, and that one is just going to be quickly picked off by the Dukes at the 35.
Looks like that was number 24,
Intercepted
Julio
forward
Spaziri.
pass. York will take
Spaziri,
over
another
on the Proviso
backfield
West
presence for the
35-yard
Dukes.
line.
I think that's his 2nd pick of this season, but I remember blankly him having another pick. But either way, great to have that, and brings his offense back.
Dukes back on offense again. Adam Yu in for the Dukes now. Massel is out. Duda is still in, though. Yu's going to throw this one way, way deep. And that one is going to... Oh, they almost picked it off there. So close. Just through the hands of the Panthers.
Yep.
Intended for Alexander there.
Penalty flag.
There's a flag out
Varsity
there,
pass
but
interference.
other than that, that pick really would have kind of put some pep in the step of these Panthers. They've been having a lot of picks and a lot of turnovers on downs, and being able to pick it off of York, who they've been basically being beaten by all game long, really sent a message to both York and them that they're able to do this. They're able to play in the Big Boy League, play in West Suburban Silver, and
Will result in a first down for the Dukes.
So after the flag, the Dukes have a gain of 10 yards. So make that a 1st and 10 on Proviso West 20. Only have a bit of ground to make up now. Yu dropping back, looking deep. He's going to give this one way upstairs, intended for Birnbaum, but it cannot be brought down. And that will bring an end to the first quarter there. John scored 21-0 for the Dukes, and the Dukes have possession here. Tell us a bit about what we're seeing right now.
really all I could say, keyword, turnovers. Turnovers on downs, turnovers on passes from really just Proviso. Kind of hard to say that, and kind of shocking to say that you have 2, 3, 4 interceptions and a couple turnovers on downs. That's in the first quarter of the game. It's hard to really say that, and I don't know if there's any coach speech that's out there to be able to really put some pep in the step of the boys out here. And having a smaller team, you really don't have a lot of room to work with on that depth chart. You got your guys that sign up, and that's really it. You can't recruit anybody, and you don't have a lot of guys, as we see out here on the sideline. But just this kind of reflects their record, 2-6, and something that I think York is. Both teams are they're really set on what's going to happen this game. Kind of hard to be energetic on this mic, even though I love doing it. Kind of hard doing it when you got a good team and a kind of decently bad team. I think the most hype people out here are the cheerleaders, and the parents aren't even that hype. What about you, Luca? Anything you want to say?
This is an interesting ball game so far. Very high-scoring affair, more than I would have ever imagined.
Yeah.
You drop him back, looking to his right, and that one, it cannot be brought down again by Birnbaum. That'll make him 0 for 2 already. That one just a bit right and outside. Couldn't get both hands on it.
Forward pass.
So make that a 2nd and 10 now. Excuse me, 3rd and 10 now.
Yeah, that's another drop by Birnbaum. He's a great receiver when he comes out. A lot of impressive plays all season. He gets a lot of yards. I don't think he's got a couple touchdowns, as many as the other receivers that they put in over him. But still, great person to have in your back pocket when needed, especially in this game. Wish he was able to put it in and just put it in his right arm and run it in.
You hands this one off to Duda. Duda's going to go up the middle, crosses right, breaks 2 tackles, and he is just short of the end zone, brought down at the 1.
Yeah, that was another impressive run by Duda. We had that one that it resolved in a touchdown, same position but flipped on side of the field.
Will be first down.
That's honestly, if they're going to run it, they're going to run it. But York would rather have another throw that they can do. Seeing receivers line up is kind of shocking right now in this field position. Yep. Bruno's going to take it himself.
Yeah.
Touchdown. York.
Quick touchdown for you. Just taking by himself up the middle. And that'll make it 27-0 now. Brennan Kennedy will come back out to kick for the extra point.
Yeah, I apologize for messing up that name. Not really used to commentating on you, but you just ran it in. He hesitated for a second, really let that fake kind of play out. They all fell for it and ran right through like there was a hallway. Somebody was holding the door open for him like you're at a nice restaurant, you know? This kick's going to be up and good.
Oh, no, Kadowski's going to fake, and it's going to be up and in for a 2-point conversion for the Dukes there. That is brought down by Birnbaum.
You know what? I think I should talk about this. A little bit of lore with Simon Kadowski. I didn't play with him, but I was on the sophomore team, and he tried to do that exact same play against Hinsdale Central. Didn't work out as that intended, but great little lore, little story that I have from my 2 years of playing on the bench for football.
I do remember one successful one from Kadowski, though, last year. It was at home. Cannot remember the opponent, but it was at home. And it was a completion, a connection there from Kadowski to Duda.
Oh, he did have that. That was
Kadowski to Stepanek. Sorry about that.
That was a playoff game last year when they brought him up, I believe. Don't remember the opponent either, but I do remember watching that. He's very proficient doing that, and nothing really else to talk about with that.
Very, very proficient for sure. Absolutely.
Good player out there. Can't wait to see what he does his senior year, just being a junior and also coming off sophomore in the playoffs last year.
Duke's trying to get more special teams players on the field now.
No, I think he was talking to another player or another coach. Happens a lot, a little distracted.
Kennedy set to kick off again. This one is going left into the hands of Malik. Malik going left, trying to get something going, and that flag is just chucked by the Proviso West referee.
There is a penalty flag.
Brought down again, slow to get up. Seems to be all right.
Yeah. Looks like the second that Malik went to block, kind of stiff-armed the York defender, was when the flag was thrown. Not really knowing what it was against. Looks like holding Proviso.
Penalty is on Proviso West.
So that'll bring him back a lot. It was a great return from Malik, but
over the ball, first down.
Won't really amount to much as now they're at the 11-yard line.
A little questionable on that call. Not to mind. I really try to fall in the hands of the refs, believe that they're doing what they're doing, but you know, you see those stiff arms all the time, NFL, college, high school, and you never really get flags. not trying to argue with the refs here. He's doing a great job, but
Ball is on the
don't
floor.
understand that
West,
call. I guess I'll just
12
brush
yard
that
line.
under the table for myself. Talk about it at dinner later. Luca, are you cold?
I am a bit chilly here. Temperature has definitely gone down.
Yeah, I brought a nice big hoodie, so I'm all nice.
Proviso West is able to draw the offsides there. It looked like two Dukes jumped there, but Charles Tooley definitely jumped
Illegal
on the right
procedure
there.
on Proviso West.
No. They will call a flag on Proviso
Move the ball
West
back
there.
to the 7-yard
An
line.
illegal procedure.
First down and 15
Do
yards
we
to
even
go.
understand the kind of reference points you get from an illegal procedure? I know it's no two receivers in motion during the snap, but other than number 43 just dropping to the floor after the ball was snapped, in quotations, don't really see anything. Gonna have to do some research on that, get back to you guys.
Booth drops back off the high snap. He's going to have to give this one up to his receiver, and he gets it for a... Yes, they will call it a first down there. Great reception there. Proviso West with
For
a
a
fresh
first
set of
down.
downs now, coming off the 1st and 15.
Kind of saw a limp
the
arm
Panthers.
from Booth. He really, glad he was able to get it out there. But that limp arm, he had the whole Duke's defensive line kind of surrounding him. His O-line was right behind them. And he was able to kind of limp his arm out, throw it over, and get into the hands of number 23 to make that first down. And got great field position from that almost safety we
Ball
would
is
have
at
had.
the 23-yard line. First down, Proviso West.
Booth dropping back, looking deep again. Throw game has been good. He tried to take that one himself, but he was brought down very quickly there by the Dukes. That was Owen Roberts on the solo
Quarterback
tackle there.
almost made it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, another
Second down, 11
sack
yards to
by
go.
York. Really adding the numbers to Max Preps right now with touchbacks, interceptions, sacks, running yards, receptions, passing yards. Just
It's
Max,
definitely stuff in the sheet for sure.
yeah, really stuff at the sheet. Stats is going to have to go to the local office supply store down the block, get some more paper with all this.
And of course, your stats coming into the playoffs also dictate where you will be seated, not just your record, because there will be so many ties for that. So this will definitely be a huge help for the Dukes if they're able to stuff the sheet tonight. That's exactly what they're going for. So they're not completely just putting in reserves, as you can see.
Looks like number 2 is going to jump on that one.
Illegal procedure on
And
the
Malik
Panthers.
Yeah.
Went a bit too quick there.
Yeah. But yeah, what like you were saying, the
Bring up second
stuff in the
down
sheets,
17
Yeah.
yards to go.
playoffs coming up. The really going to be surprised on who York is lined up with. They're 6-2, probably going to make it 7-2 after this game. Really, West Suburban Conference has kind of been more competitive. You got Lions 8-0. You got DGN, who are top of their game right now. They're playing like they're already in the playoffs, like they're already ready. Even though that 1 point loss by Lions, still kind of showing how both of those teams are really proficient.
Booth dropping back. High snap there, and he is not going to be able to get anything off as he's going to have to control the ball going way over his head. He was just able to grasp it, so that is going to
Quarterback
bring
had
it
the
down to a
fall on the,
4th and 27. Not the way you want to end
on the football.
that drive, so they will be forced to punt.
You know, something I'd like to talk about after this kind of mess of a play.
So the very
I was able to
third
talk
down
to a
and
couple of
27
the
yards to
players
go
of the Panthers,
in the Proviso
and
West
they are
6-yard line.
very welcoming of us. They were very nice to us. I asked for some help on player pronunciation, player names, because we didn't have roster sheets. That's how we're getting a couple of these names out there, and they were very just welcoming, like we were their next door neighbor, and I love to see that, especially coming into a little bit farther than a little bit farther from home.
Elijah Booth and the Panthers elect not to snap. Could be costly there as they are immediately brought down by a storm of Dukes, but great effort there from Arthur Verdwart on the solo tackle there. And that's just going to be a turnover on downs. Not completely sure, what the thought process was behind going there.
Brings up fourth
but
down.
That will
for the
bring
Panthers.
a fourth down. Yeah, excuse me, that was a fourth down. Miscommunication with the scoreboard there.
Yeah, that electing to not snap, really questionable. Kind of would love to get in the head of these coaches, trying to see what's going on, what they thought was going to happen with that play. Don't know if you can see the chains on your screen, but the chains are kind of far out there. Yeah, they're not on your screen, but they're going to kick it now. It's all going to be all right.
Booth boots this one away. About 17 yards there. And it's going to land at the Dukes 30.
The punt is down at the Panther 30-yard line.
Excuse me, Panther 30.
New York will take over first down.
So with that, we will take a quick break. You are watching York Sports Network. We welcome you back after that quick intermission as Dukes will flip sides here, now taking the offensive lane here. George Redfern brought in for the Dukes here. Excuse me, Adam Yu remains in. Miscommunication there, as that's just going to be a quick run.
It's really fast. That was a really fast run.
Yeah, absolutely. Great explosiveness from Will Turner.
Turner.
That was a textbook tackle on that
That is
run.
what I'm reading, Will Turner.
Picked up about 7 yards.
Will Turner is
Second
another
down and 3 yards to go
junior
for the Dukes.
coming out here. He's on
But
JV.
the tackle was sure.
Wow, I'm surprised. I played with
well.
Will Turner. Love seeing that. He was really fast. I was glad to get his chance out there and really showed it.
And great explosiveness. And Yu's going to take this one himself. He's going left. He fakes out his defender, fakes out another one. And he's going to be dragged down at the 15. And that is two great runs there for the Dukes starting off this drive.
Yeah, those couple little juke outs to the left really added to the yardage that he's going to get on the stats, really stuffing the paper. And I'm still surprised about that Will Turner run. That was really explosive.
Absolutely. Quick feet.
Yeah, love to see him out there. And he took his chance and he knew what he was going to do. Looks like one of the linemen are out there, I think, or came out. Looks like it's Camden Sivrite who came out.
Turner gets this one again. He's going to go left this time, up the middle, and he is going to be brought in there for a touchdown. Almost brought down. He will get in there. 35-0, Will Turner. Welcome to Varsity.
Will Turner, varsity touchdown. Never thought I would hear that until another year from now. But that's great for him. Love to see him come in. Two very explosive plays from him. And he makes it in for a touchdown, makes it 35-0 now. 5 minutes left.
Brennan Kennedy still out here for the Dukes to kick. Kowski holding again. No fake this time, though. And Kennedy puts that one right through the uprights. Make him still perfect on the night.
Proviso West, no.
So the Dukes will take the field on defense after the punt away again, assuming it is from Brennan Kennedy. We will see if they bring out Jack O'Connor, though. It looks like they might.
Yeah. He's a great kicker. Jack Automatic O'Connor, as the York announcer would say. But that Simon hold, I was really expecting another play from him like that. And kind of shocked it didn't happen because he's been proficient with it this game. Probably don't want to test the waters twice again with playoffs coming out.
So they will keep Kennedy out here. We'll see how much time he gets there. That's an interesting question mark in this game for sure.
I think it's different with kickers, keeping the starters out. I think he's also glad he's kicking on grass instead of turf this game. A lot of kickers say they like doing grass more. Same with centers. Like, helps the ball smoothen out, helps the tee get in there.
Kennedy boosts this one up away left again. Right into the hands of Malik. He goes up the middle, spins, going for some more. And the Dukes are going to have a hard time bringing him down there. Stopped at the 35.
That was a fine run.
And there's
there.
some good field position.
Yeah, it looks like after every single one of these kicks, Malik has really been able to figure out what York can do and what they can't.
First down.
He's that's great IQ from him, and especially at these at the lower level, and very proficient. We've seen some slower returns, but this one he's got him all the way up to the 35.
Yeah, it's always a great quality to be able to pick apart that defense that you're going up against, or that offense that you're going up against, if you are an athlete.
Yeah, really great to get that set young, especially at the high school level. Would be great for prospects to see.
Proviso West looking deep again. They're just going to be chased down, almost brought down there. Vanderwerf couldn't get him down. And that's still going to be a loss, though, but definitely could have been more costly. Able to evade the tackle there.
Oh, I think there's a York player down. He's limping off the field, number 43. We're going to try to get that on the roster.
That'll be Charles Tooley.
Charles Tooley. Looks like he had, from what I saw, defender pushed him down, or offense player pushed him down from the back. I'm surprised that wasn't a
So
flag.
the play is second down and 16 yards to go for the Panthers.
Still a loss there for Proviso West. And, John, it's a 36-0 game here, going, well, almost midway through the second quarter. What exactly do we think is in for the rest of this game for the Dukes?
More points. That's all I'm going to say. I think you can tell in my voice from the people at home, and I bet you can, Luca, this is not a very exciting game to commentate. I think there's just going to be a lot more points on the board, and really going to be stuff in the stat sheet.
Proviso West throw way off there.
Incomplete
way
forward
deep.
pass will bring up third down.
And that'll bring up 3rd and 16 here for the Panthers. It is definitely time to go.
Yeah, York is still going all out, even when they're leading up 36-0. They're still going all out like they're playing against DGN or Lions again.
So this is interesting. A number swap. We were being told a number swap took place as Justin Canale and Will Turner swapped numbers. So we saw Justin Canale running there for 6 for the Dukes on that last drive. Our apologies.
See, that's why we saw the explosiveness. Great track star right there. That's why we saw
exactly
the quick feet from him.
State qualifier right there. State qualifying feet.
A lot of multi-sport athletes on this depth chart. Love to see that.
Proviso West looking deep again. He's going to have to throw this one way over
Incomplete
the head of his
pass will
receiver.
bring up 4th down.
Malik not able to get there in time.
Booth, I think, has not been able to communicate with his receivers this whole game. I mean, he's made a couple great passes that are very open, but over coverage, he had trips to his left, and he wasn't able to make great connection with the receivers. And I think that's something that's kind of hurting them and why they haven't been able to respond to York very soon.
Proviso West here on 4th and 16 elects to go for it. Notice 3 receivers to the left. Could be screen option.
This is the same play we saw last time.
Booth throws this one into the dirt. That's going to turn it over
Incomplete
on
forward pass.
Proviso
The ball
West's
will go over down downs to York.
25-yard line. Yes, 25-yard line.
You get these kind of turnovers on downs, and you think to yourself, what is the next move? And especially, what is the next move when you're down 36 points? The second quarter? Second quarter, you really got to try to pick apart what the other players are doing. And I don't think anybody's really happy with how this game is going.
You going up the middle here, turns to his left. He's going to go in for some more, and he's going to be just shy of the goal line, brought down at the 5-yard line.
Great little shoulder push by him. Don't know if our Zoom camera was able to pick that up, but he just lifted up his right shoulder, really put it into the defender's centered mass, and was able to just take him
First
down.
and goal for
That's kind of what got him the
York.
more in that play from what he was expecting too. I don't think he thought that was going to work. I thought he was just going to be able to get stopped and stop right there, but once he saw that defender go down, he really pushed it even more.
Hughes just going to take this one in himself, and that will put the Dukes on the board again.
Touchdown, York.
42-0 now. And, man, the Dukes are rolling.
Starting to line up with a score from what happened at Glumbard West for Proviso again. Like I said, 0-51, coming up short of what's going to happen. Yeah, we're going to kick it again.
Extra point here. This time Redfern will hold for the Dukes.
Redfern, the backup quarterback.
Third stringer,
Extra point
and
is good.
that is another
York
successful
43,
extra point.
Proviso West nil.
43-0. With that, we will step aside. You are watching York Sports Network. Back here in Hillside, Kennedy set to kick off again for the Dukes. Kennedy boots this one bit short this time. This one is going to still go into the hands of Malik after a bounce. Malik trying to return left, slowing himself down, pacing himself. He breaks 3 tackles. He breaks another one, and he's going to keep going. Flag is thrown, and Malik is going to be brought down at the 39.
2 flags come out, but like I said in that last kick, he's able to read this defense and figure out what they can do and what they can't. And that's exactly what we saw. We saw those jukes back and forth and them slows and stop runs. Looks like a player's kind of struggling to get up on York's side, but the 2 flags are going to be kind of, I'm impatiently waiting. If there are 2 different flags on both sides, it's going to be something that cancels out. Looks like the ref's trying to talk to Gelso right now. It's going to decline it, I think. Just kind of looking by body movement.
So the penalty will be called on Proviso West.
Both penalties are against Proviso West.
That is 2 separate penalties, so 2 separate flags.
Looks like the injured player, number 48, was Mikey McNamara. Hate to see him down like that, you know. He had those great plays. It was an interception he had? Interception, yeah. Interception he had coming out first, and he's been great on kick return. Just hate to see him go down like that.
Yeah, another unfortunate thing here to see, and this time it's for the Panthers, is again a great return from Malik. And again, it's not going to amount to much as they're going to be brought all the way back to the 10. Excuse me. Yes, to the 10.
Really? Oh, yeah. Those 2 flags I guess, were against Proviso, really brought them back. I guess looks like the refs did the work for York as they were going to probably blitz in the first couple runs. Seeing that again, left trips.
Proviso West dropping back, looking to pass, and they're just going to stay up there and get a gain of yardage, surprisingly. Wow, what an evasion there. Looks like a late hit's going to be called there on the Dukes for sure.
Looks like 3 flags. Looks like the coach had his own flag he threw out.
It looks like a challenge flag to me, if anything.
Don't know why you would challenge that. That's really going to help your players out. A little late hit.
Maybe coach saw something else that we are not seeing, but that definitely looked like it would be a late hit penalty on the Dukes, and yeah, that's exactly what it's going to be.
All of the flags of every ref came out.
First down, Proviso West on that penalty.
That call.
Keontae Johnson putting on an interesting show right now. The Dukes are not able to catch him right now as he was able to avoid 2 separate tackles in the end zone and get a gain of yards.
Keontae Johnson being out there, new quarterback, not Booth under center like we've seen at this beginning. And he is also a wide receiver that we have seen before. So his name, it should not be unfamiliar to you guys, which is where you kind of see that speed of him being able to break those tackles and maneuver around.
Johnson and Malik in the backfield on this formation. Malik in motion, goes to his left, and this one's going to be thrown up, intended for Malik, and he will catch it. Will they say he's in bounds? No, they won't. They'll say he was out of bounds, but great grab there, able to pull it down, and a flag is thrown again. We'll see what the call is.
Yeah, looks like they are going to call it in, though. No, they're not. Seeing they're going to holding call against York is going to send them even further down. They're counting the steps. They're moving the chains. You know, penalties are your best friend, especially against York and these holder calls. You got red jerseys out there, which is kind of easier to see those holds.
So now Proviso West at the 43 here. This is definitely the best field position they have been in this entire game. We'll see if they're able to cross the 50.
They have been able to cross the 50 before, but this is definitely something that is new and surprising to them. Definitely going to try to make use of that.
And before the play is even snapped, a timeout is called by Proviso West. And with that, we will take a quick break. You're watching York Sports Network. Back here in Hillside, time of evening, 8:54. And this game is definitely going more prolonged than you would expect with all these penalties being called in this game.
Penalties and points really elongating this.
Ref's definitely keeping good vision here. Johnson's pass is just too high for Malik. And Proviso West coach is furious right now.
Incomplete forward pass.
I think the coach is kind of furious. The quarterback didn't make a read that he wanted. What you got to realize from the quarterback position is the quarterback, he can't read the whole field from where the coaches are. They don't get that side view. They only get the front view. And it's something definitely different that kind of adds to the anger of this coach.
Proviso West on a 2nd and 10 now after the incompletion. Johnson drops back. He's going to try and get this one deep. And this one is going to be brought down by the Panthers. Fakes his defender. And he's brought down at the 26 now.
That was a message to his defender and to York in general that even though they're down all this much, they're still going to play their heart out and play probably try to be better than York. And that's exactly what he did. That juke really cemented it.
First down, Proviso West.
Kendall Barnes able to pull that one down there. Great job by him. It's now 3 minutes, 25 seconds to go here in the first half. And Proviso West in the best field position they have been in this entire game, now at the 26 in Duke's territory. Johnson to his right, he has Malik. Malik fakes, but he forgets the ball, and it is out. Who is it going to? It looked like, from my view, his last touch by the Dukes, and yes, it was last touch by the Dukes. So York will pick this one up.
God, that's hard to talk about right there. He had the ball, basically forgot about it, forgot to put it in his arms, and then York got the fumble. That would have been great to at least put 7 points up on the board, or 6 if they can't get the kick, or 8 if they make the 2. But it would have been kind of a message, like I've been saying, a message to York that they're able to play in this conference being even the lowest and at least try to make some plays.
Hands this one off to Canale. Canale going up the middle. It's just going to be a short gain of 1 there. And it looks like the ref was taken down, by a Panther. Both seem to be okay, but that was definitely dangerous.
You know, they never tell the refs what they're signing up for. They have to remember about chirping parents and chirping coaches, but never having one of the linemen take his defender all the way back down to you. Never really something that's in the job description, and that's exactly what we saw there.
Jaden Logan in the game for the Dukes now. Yu's going to take this one himself. He's going to try and go right, but he's going to be brought down by a Panther immediately.
I'm really expecting to see the jets off from Jaden Logan, another track star on this team, somebody who I have played with for many years of York football, and really great to see him out there and kind of getting the engine warm, waited for next year, and he was moved up in his sophomore year to varsity. Don't know if he got to see the field, but another great player that I think is going to have to be on your guys' radar when you watch number 88, Jaden Logan.
Yu takes this one up the middle, and the Dukes really cannot get anything going here on this drive, John. Make that a 4th and 10 now. They might have to elect to punt here.
Yeah, coach is not going to be happy about that one. Number 66 found the play. Looks like a pulling guard left the right side open, and he was able to just kind of plug that hole in, really. And it's unless they throw it, I don't think they're going to punt it, Luca. I think it's either going to be they throw it right now, or they try to get Duda back out here. And looks like no motion of any change of players. A lot of talking from the refs, more likely, and kind of letting the coaches play.
45 seconds left here in the first half. The Dukes might just elect to let the clock run. But it looks like they're looking for communication from the sideline on a play here.
I think they'd rather take the delay of game penalty than let that 4th and 10 go. Oh, timeout, never mind. I guess they won't take that.
So 32 seconds. Coach Murph, their offensive coordinator, wants to talk to the boys. Now on a 4th and 9 here at the end of this first half. Stick around. You're watching York Sports Network. Here we go. Dukes elect to punt here. And it will be Kennedy kicking here. Kennedy kicks this one up and away. It's going to cross midfield, bounce around at the 45, and land at midfield. Picked up swiftly there. So now 21 seconds left here. Proviso West offense will take the field now, and they will have just a wee bit of time to get something going here before they go to half. But you definitely want to go into halftime with at least something on the board, John.
Yeah, I'm really hoping we get another one of those kind of Malik plays where he does that little turn he does and he catches it, runs up. We've seen in that trips left we've seen has really been beneficial to them. York hasn't been able to have an answer for that, which is surprising with a lot of their plays when practice being more pass and run defensive. Not really understanding that, but I think they're going to be able to make the stop there. And if Proviso puts points on the board, that's going to be very impressive.
Johnson has more to his left. Johnson goes back, and yeah, it looks like there was definitely a false start there. Quick penalty call there, and that will move Proviso West back once again. They just don't seem to be on the same page on a lot of these penalties they're being called. It's just sloppy plays.
Yeah, something I'm seeing from not that call, but Ossendorf.
19
He looks like he's got his
seconds to play
elbow
in the half.
taped. We didn't see him come out with that. Hopefully he is all right. Probably turf burn or grass burn. But that is something new that I am just seeing as he's coming out here for this defense stop.
I'll tell you, John, turf burn seems pretty minor, but it is one of those ones that just sticks with you. It is a rough feeling, just that stinging.
Once you start running with short sleeves on and you got turf burn, you start to feel it. You really do. And if you get mud or rocks or something.
Anything in there. Oof.
Ooh. Yikes.
Now Johnson getting chased down by Ossendorf. Johnson's just going to have to go out of bounds again. No gain.
Looks like number 45, Luca Swan, made a business decision not to try to hit him in the front. Saw his plan of just running out, stopping the clock, really.
Second down, 15 yards to go for the Panthers. 12 seconds to play in the half.
So now 12 seconds left here in the half. 2nd and 14.
Not a lot of time to do really anything unless you're getting unless you air it out. But York has kind of been able to cover all of those wide receivers that they have, and it's been the same wide receivers. Really haven't switched it out. Not big team. Kind of looking for a miracle here on this last play, trying to put 7 before they go back in the locker room.
Johnson, that snap is way too high. He loses the ball again, and he's just going to be brought down immediately by the Dukes. And man, I mean, the snaps here have also been a huge problem here. Anderson Roth there, great tackle there, brings down a sack, but that will bring an end to the first half. 43-0 here in Hillside. York with a convincing lead over the Panthers. Don't go anywhere. You're watching York Sports Network.
Welcome back, York fans. With some breaking news, we have just been informed that it will be running clock. Looks like we're going to end up this game a little bit earlier than we supposed. I think it's really going to be beneficial for both teams. Get them out of here because, I mean,
this game's going to go late, especially with all these penalties we've been seeing, John. It almost might not feel like it's running clock with these penalties, assuming that these penalties continue, obviously.
I mean, you get like all these sacks that York has had, and you have all these penalties that both teams have had, and turnovers. It really just drains out the clock. Running clock really helps both teams just understand the game's going to be over soon. No need to really kind of have a stop of the clock, which is, like we said, beneficial to both teams. Also, not really wears the boys out, but kind of keeps them refreshed.
So Proviso West set to kick off. Colby Baird in the intended returner here in the backfield. We'll see if they can get it far enough, but definitely stacking the backfield.
Looks like Jaden Logan is switched out where Simon is. Don't know anybody else. I think Turner's out there maybe.
It'll be
Canale.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Canale, Will Turner. Switch numbers. Still trying to get used to that.
Great jersey swap.
Yeah.
So Proviso West set to punt. Not sure what the delay exactly is.
Looks like
for.
no chain gang like last time.
No chain gang again. So they're just going to have to wait for chains to be.
They could be at the concession stands.
They could be at the concession.
There is a long line. The card reader ran out. A couple of our guys went down there. Told us.
Bathroom, too, packed with some Panther athletes, definitely. Trying to
get the whole little facility moving along here.
Obviously, I gave up my spot in line knowing, they got to get on the field too, obviously prioritizing their role.
That's very noble of you. We have been welcomed by them, so why not welcome them back?
Why not welcome them back? Exactly.
Is this chain gang coming out?
This might be. Well, this seems to be something completely different. I think these are players. No, these might just be people bringing in
gear. No, but they hold it like it's their own. I don't.
Chain gang, please report to the sideline.
Yeah, so you can hear the PA asking for chain gang. I'm not sure who exactly that was coming, but
I think we have 4 more players coming out. Okay, we have 1 more player. He's running across. Can we get that on the camera? No.
Can we get the player running across?
Can we get the player running across on the camera? Can we get him on the camera?
Thank you.
He's right at the right side of your screen.
Yeah, not confirmed if that's an athlete or not. That might just be someone who might be.
Well, it's against IHSA rules to wear different colors from your team depending on what the uniform is, and that doesn't look like red and black. So IHSA is going to have a field day if he's going to be the 11th man out there. This chain gang still not reporting. We have one.
We have one up.
We have two. We have 2/3 because it's 3 people. You got the down marker.
That's true.
So 2/3 of chain gang is back out here.
Yeah. So that was someone for the chain gang coming up. Coach Gelso signaling for him on where exactly he needs to go.
Okay, he's got
a chain. All right, he has a chain.
And it's up.
It's up. It is up and good for the chain. So now we will finally get this second half underway here.
Almost like running clock doesn't mean anything to these guys. Am I right, Luca?
Yeah. Colby Baird in the backfield again. Proviso West kicks this one. It is going to be well short, so it's going to go into the hands of Logan. Logan behind.
Logan.
And
40-yard.
Yeah, he's going to be brought down at the 40.
Looks like he's coming to say hi to us. I knew we were friends. I didn't know he was going to come and say hi to me.
So now Duke's offense will take the field. Clock running now, so 11:40 and counting.
York will take over first down at the 41-yard line.
So Adam Yu still in the game for York.
Yeah, I'd love to see him still out here, not trying to put in any of the other players that we have. We have 4 other quarterbacks in our arsenal, but Glad to see him warmed up just in case anything happens to Massel.
Yu drops back, and that one was intended for Baird, and that one is just way too high for him.
Yeah, I think the second Baird saw it go over his head, and it would have been nice to have that catch right there. No defenders around him other than one to his right when he would turn around, but that would have been almost a touchdown, maybe a stop at the Proviso 10, 15-yard line.
Ben Aguilera on the right here for the Dukes on an edge route. Yu throws this one up, and it is not, in fact, pulled down by the Dukes there. That would be number 14. Trevor Polacco on the incompletion there.
Yeah, big Polish last name, I believe.
Polish, yeah.
Some Vlachian, kind of hard for me too to pronounce, but Trevor, new player, new face we're seeing out here, I believe.
He's on the right now for the Dukes. Canali and Yu still in the backfield. Canali gets this one. He's going to take it to his left, gets tripped up there on the grass. And that's going to be a quick gain of 3 yards there for the Dukes, bringing up a 4th down already.
6 yards to go.
Oh.
And we have an injured Panther riling in pain. So with that, we will step aside. You're watching York Sports Network.
And again, anytime.
Back here after the quick injury timeout. Proviso West. Panther getting checked out on the sideline now after taking a tough hit there.
Looks like it was also a sandwich between him, another Panther, Justin Canali. I believe Justin Canali got pulled out recently. Haven't seen anything on the sideline looking towards his major injury, but...
Timeout called by Proviso West here, right off the rip. And that'll be Jackson Pierce being brought into running back now in place of Justin Canali.
Pierce, another great player. Dad's a coach, O-line. But Pierce is a very also physical running back, just like Duda. He really knows how to read defenses and kind of attributes to that aggressiveness of putting his body on the line for getting those yards.
Definitely. He's got some speed, but you could definitely call him a power back if you wanted to. I mean, he's definitely strong enough to get through and just go right up the middle.
Yeah, I mean, you see that physique, kind of a skinny person and more of an NFL kind of stance than a high school person. Very tightened up.
So Yu throws this one up to Aguilera. Aguilera is able to pull this one down, and Dukes are going to move the chains there.
Yeah, just like I was talking about before, Pierce, great player. Not sad to see him not run that, but Aguilera, great catch right there. Panthers were able to take him down. Looks like two defenders, kind of safety and his corner, just toppled on top of him. Made sure that ball stopped right there and didn't go anywhere else.
Logan and Aguilera in motion. Pierce again. He's going to take this one up the middle. He's going to go for some more, and he's going to take this one all the way. He's going to keep going, gone, and that's a touchdown for the Dukes. Jackson Pierce delivers.
And he's lifted up in the air by his fellow lineman. Great to see that. You know, Pierce, he's got a great connection with the varsity lineman, having his dad be the coach. Also, having that more trained in other footballs by his dad being more physical, and that's what we saw there. He was able to get through that D-line, get to the linebackers, and was able to make that touchdown. You know, this kick is going to be good, but...
Brandon Kennedy's still perfect tonight. Now George Redfern holding for him again.
Looks like we're getting... Hopefully we get him that quarterback. Would love to see him. I haven't seen him play since my sophomore year. Love to see if he's improved. Probably has.
Absolutely, and
is good.
He's going to stay perfect tonight.
Another flag out there, though, Luca.
Another flag.
Don't think you can call that back, though. So, don't know what they're... Two linemen hugging on the field, I see. I think it was against one of the linemen, so they're just kind of checking up on him, telling him, hey, it's all right, man. It's all right.
And, yeah, you could definitely see the camaraderie from the Dukes, John. I mean, this is such a great win, and, I mean... I don't like to say this, but it's not like Proviso West is of the greatest opponents the Dukes have faced. I mean, they've had some tough games. I mean, bringing up a loss against Downers Grove North and Lions, I mean, those were two tough games that the Dukes just weren't able to claw their way back into. But this is definitely great victory lap, great morality booster going in to the postseason. And, again, like we were talking about, this game is so crucial still. They're still playing with something to play for, which is you need to make sure all your stats are beefed up, looking good, because at the end of the day, I don't feel like what seems to be a soon-to-be 7-2 record completely reflects this Dukes team, as they've had a rough schedule. You know, the only other thing that's going to get them a higher seed than their record, because their record is far off from the best in the state, you know, is like just stuff in the stat sheet in yards per carry, tackles, anything.
I agree with everything you said, Luca, and especially the toughness of this record. I mean, you got a 7 and what is seen on paper as a 7-2 team, but the York is much more than that. We have some great players and really stuff in the stat sheet with this game. Really lucky that York has them last. Being able to really prove this, just getting a higher seed in the playoffs with this game, definitely. And York is not a 7-2 team whatsoever. You know, we've seen great plays all this game, and especially against Lions and DGN. Those were just two tough teams, 1-2 in their conference, and DGN is one of the top teams in the states.
For all you other sports fans who are wondering what else is going on in the sports world, the Chicago Bulls have just defeated the Milwaukee Bucks, the third seed in the Eastern Conference last year. That's a convincing win. 38 points from Giannis was not enough to shield off 35 from Kobe White and the boys. And now they're 1-1 in the season.
Up here in the box, a lot of our York YSN members said that the Bulls were not going to win today. And
it was a tough opponent, Giannis and Dame. I mean, yikes. And that opening night did not look like a great performance there from the Bulls, but being able to pull a game out against the Milwaukee Bucks, that's daunting. Now here's a handoff for Proviso West, and that's going to go nowhere.
Talking about the Bulls makes me ready for Jack Tosh season.
Absolutely. You know, we still have playoffs here for football, but after that, it's a little bit of a break here at York Sports Network, but then comes basketball season. We have, even before the Tosh, we have another tournament. We have the Thanksgiving Turkey Tourney, which is, yes, only a quarter size of the Tosh, but
it's York players and a lot of basketball players getting out there and playing what they doing what they love to do, play basketball. And I'm here for it. You know, before I joined YSN, I would watch the Jack Tosh, and that's what really got me inspired to do this. And it's 15 minutes of fame there.
Absolutely.
I hope you parents at home thought that was as funny as we did up here. Okay. It is 4th and 11. 2 swatted passes from what I watched. And I believe just a bad run game. That was the last thing we said before we talked about our fellow YSN member. Looks like they're going to try to go for it again.
Booth drops back, looking to his right. He's going to try and give this one up to Malik. He gets the throw off. And Malik almost catches it through his fingertips. And that's going to result in a turnover on downs here for the Panthers. And the Dukes are in Panther territory right off the rip.
Yeah, great field position. Probably going to make it 57-0. This is tough. Most I could say the least for the Panthers, but great for York. Really being able to, like we said all game, stuff the scores, stuff the sheet.
York will take over the ball.
Clock now for the first quarter running down, 50 seconds.
Third quarter, Luca.
Excuse me, third quarter.
But yeah, it's running down. Running clock, as we said. I think they're just going to, unless they're going to time out or take the delay game, I don't know what Chelsea's going to do. So they're going to run one last play.
Now Redfern in for the Dukes. Redfern hands this one off to Pierce. Pierce. And, excuse me, that is not Pierce, that is Canali. He's going to bring that one in for another touchdown.
Is that Canali?
Is that Canali?
I think I saw an 8. Canali is not an 8 number. Let's see, could we? Okay, but great touchdown.
Great touchdown nonetheless.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to have enough time to kick it unless they go for 2 and just, yeah, they're going to stop it just for this. I checked the score sheet on who it could have been.
Seems that was Canali,
Yeah.
number 39.
39.
Quick confusion there.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, a great touchdown.
Yeah.
So with that, we will go into the fourth quarter. Dukes leading 56-0.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching York Sports Network.
Your parents if you need a ride home.
Back here, having some technical difficulties. The scoreboard may not be working here for the remainder of the game. That is fine. Just remember, fans at home, this is a running clock.
Looks like we have
Any student who needs a ride
number
home, please call
2
your
on that
parents
run.
now.
He did his little hop that
so
he
that they'll
did
be here to
in the
pick you
beginning
up
of this
when
game,
this
second
contest
quarter,
is
I
over.
believe. You remember that, Luca, don't you?
Absolutely. That was some swift movement there, and it'll get you on the fake if you're a defender, for sure.
Yeah, a lot of defenders don't expect their players to go vertical in the air.
Any
They expect them to go
student who needs a
vertical
ride home,
down the field.
Please call your parents now.
If
so
you're
that
at the
they're
game
here to pick
watching,
you up
make
when
sure
the
you get a
contest
ride
is over.
home. Be safe. That's what the announcer over here is saying. Thought I'd just say that. 66 back in the game. Don't remember when they took him out. He's coming in.
So now 11 minutes and, of course, counting left. Again, running clock. Left here in the game. And 56-0, this is a great way, like we said, to cap off the Duke's season. And for Proviso West, not the greatest way to cap it off for sure.
Yeah, if you're going to make it 2-7 and 7-2, you're really flip-flopping the scores. York was 7-2. Proviso was 2-7. God, not really a way. Hopefully next year they come back, but historically Proviso hasn't been the hardest opponent to defeat. Looks like we have another. Is this going to be 12 men? No.
I'm counting 11.
Yeah.
Not the greatest at math, though. And that ball is going to be dropped by Proviso West. They will recover it, though, after it landed.
No, it's going to be York.
Oh, wow, they didn't recover it. Okay, so now 10 minutes and counting. Dukes take the field again, and they are definitely feeling the energy after that one.
Oh, yeah.
That puts another nail in the coffin, if you will.
Yeah, the coffin's just a coffin of nails at this point, Luca, if you're going to talk about that analogy.
It's been sealed.
It's been, airtight.
Well, yeah, airtight.
Airtight. Vacuum sealed.
Vacuum sealed.
Yeah. But just something that I'd like to talk about is York's camaraderie. You know, they're putting in all the second string, third string, maybe even fourth string. I don't know the depth chart. But they've been putting in the backup players over a lot of the starters in this second half. And honestly, the bench has just been wild up like it's one of their starters getting that point. And love to see. Yeah.
At about this time as our bit rate and all improves. Canale taking this one to his left, and he brings it in for another Dukes touchdown. Let's put some more on the board, says Justin Canale.
Canale is back out there. Sorry I had to briefly step away, getting a call from one of our other members.
So 62-0 now for Proviso West. Or not for Proviso West, for the Dukes. And it looks like the Dukes are going to call timeout here. No, that was a made field goal. Yes, that was a made extra point.
Yep, 62.
So now the Dukes will will punt here. Proviso West will receive with 6 minutes and counting again, running clock here. I do apologize for our clock not working on your broadcast right now. Brennan Kennedy still in this game, and man, has he had a heck of a game, John.
Yeah, really putting the ball down. We're a couple touchbacks, which is good, and right on the 1 yard line from the red zone, and all 100% kicks. Ball's loose. Just taken down. Yeah, but Brennan Kennedy, great game from him. Great kicks. Don't know if he punted this game, don't remember, but either way, just great kicks from the kid.
Yeah, he's been perfect from points after touchdowns. So, I mean, he's definitely been a big part of this Dukes offense for sure, on field goals and extra points. And the funniest thing is Brennan Kennedy, and this is compliments to his offense, he has not found himself in a lot of field goal positions this entire season. If I'm correct, he has only kicked 3.
Yeah, I mean, I could back that up. Haven't seen a lot of field goals from him. And also, compliments to the offense, being able to make sure that he doesn't have to make those kind of chances. Only 3 times that to make those kind of plays. And, glad they can trust the offense more than the kicker.
Proviso West takes over first down at their own 22-yard line.
So Elijah Booth back in for quarterback again for Proviso West. Give him a try again. He is being pressured, and he is brought down And that is going to be another loss of yards there for the Panthers. Make that a 2nd and 12 now. So less than 4 minutes to go.
Yards to go for the Panthers.
Looks like that was a 60 number coming out of the York D-line. Really able to push his zone back to where Booth was, and eventually was able to kick him out of the play. Now now it's 2nd and 12. I think the O line has really been struggling against this York defense, and that's something that York is very they really pride in, the defense. Really, it's like a snap from Booth. He's gonna look. He's gonna air it out. It's gonna be caught. It's gonna be caught. Number 2.
That's Malik again. Wow. What a grab there, diving back, and that's going to be a first down and some.
Yeah, Malik, he pointed over to the student section and the other parents, showing them, I'm still here, guys. Don't go anywhere. He's really saying like what we said. We're still here, man. And even though there's not a lot you can do, 2 minutes left, running clock, down 62, it would be very impressive to get at least 7 out.
Booth has 2 receivers to his right. He's dropping back. He's looking deep again. Looking to his right. He might just have to run this one himself, and he does for a pickup of 5 yards. So make that a 2nd and 5 now. 2 minutes left here. And we'll see if Proviso West can get on the board.
Yeah, it looks like 2 minute warning it's about to happen right now. 2 minute warning. But, you know, a lot of switches, as we could see. Don't know if you guys see it, but we see it up here. A lot of switching of D-line players, linebackers. Looks like a group of 4 people came off, came back on. And I mean, if this is what's going on right here at the end of the game, it's kind of looking promising to maybe at least get 6 on the board.
Booth, 2 receivers to his right again. He's looking deep. Malik cannot hold on to this one. He was out of bounds, too.
Very impressive almost catch by Malik. You know, we had that one that put him in field position, and now he has this one that was almost there. If he was able to get it down, I think it would be out of bounds, though. Just looking from where he was at field positioning and had 3 defenders on him. If you could catch that, that's going on the highlight reel, man.
So Proviso S now has a minute to go. I'm going to see if you can get at least one more play. And in a very, very close game, everyone's been looking at this matchup, John. IMG Academy has beat East St. Louis 14-13. That is a close game.
Hey, I've been talking about this. I know Luca knows, but I said if East St. Louis beats IGM, Illinois football will be on the map.
Here's another throw to Malik, and it's no good again. And Malik is down on the ground in frustration. Looked like he was hurt for a second. No, he's just frustrated with himself. And they're signaling to Malik. No. Oh, yeah, he's down.
Yeah, that's one of their
and the
star players.
Yeah, and the clock's just going to keep running. This is not how you want the game to end, with a player writhing in pain.
Yeah,
I was pretty sure it's supposed to stop during injuries, even when it's a running clock. That is not how you want that to end at all.
That is not great. We pray that he is all right. Really looked like that one hurt. But York comes out on top, 0-62. Really added points onto their stat sheets for max preps and everything. And I'm excited to see what playoff position we get. You know, ISSA is going to make that list very soon after this game. Looks like Saturday next week is going to be that game. And kind of touching back on another thing, IMG coming to East St. Louis for their 2nd time ever, really going to put Illinois sports on the map with that one. And excited to see the coverage of that game.
Yeah, so that's going to wrap up Duke's regular season, now finishing at 7-2, and this has been a season of lots of ups and some downs too, John. I mean, this was a great win to finish it off, but looking back, I mean, there have definitely been some tribulations with this too, with that record, losses to Downers Grove North and Lyons Township in closely anticipated games.
I do think there is a lot of memories that have happened in this game alone and the whole season. A lot of things that these players are going to take with them for the rest of their lives and the rest of their football careers. A lot of promising things coming out of this game and the other games, especially the losses. Excited to see where they end up on playoffs. Believe if it is a home game, we will be covering that. Until then, I've been John Finucane, Luca DeSanto next to me. Good night, York. God bless the Dukes.